Hello everyone and welcome back to Crop Supply. In this video I'm going to be giving you an overview of VPS servers. I'm going to show you everything from checking out your first package all the way to installing a bot and setting it up on these servers. Let's just straight into it. For the purpose of this video we're going to be using 10xservers.com. If you guys want to go ahead and check it out, the link will be down below. If you want to follow along with this video, I highly recommend it. I'm going to be showing you everything. I'm going to show you the differences of all their packages and then going ahead and checking out a package leading all the way up to setting up a bot within the server. So when you come to the website, you're greeted with this page. It says premium sneaker servers. We have a few things here. It says high performance SSD storage and Intel Xeon processors, sneaker bot optimized, Windows RDP, and never oversold. Now all these facts are going to play into a part of the video that I'm going to speak about at the end as to why people go with the VPS servers and why people actually use them for botting. However, at the moment we're just going to simply break down the plans that are down here. So it says pricing plans, and we have a bunch of plans here. We have starter, pro, elite, business, entrepreneur, and mafia. So at 10xservers.com they bill you monthly. So it begins at $60 and ranges all the way up to $320. You guys might be asking yourself, why does it range in price so much from 60 to 320? And it's simply because it's the specifications of the machine you're going to be using on your server. So if we look at the starter, we have a 4 vCPU, 8GB of RAM, SSD hard drive, unlimited bandwidth, 24/7 friendly support on Discord. The 24/7 friendly support on Discord is available with all packages, but if you actually move to Pro, you can see that vCPU gets upgraded, RAM gets upgraded, and as you guys can see, that's why you're paying that difference. So from $60 to $80 you can pay that difference, and obviously it scales up as you go through all the plans. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to go ahead and select starter, which is $60 a month. I'm going to hit the buy now button, and then if we give it a second here, it's going to take me to this page. As you guys can see, it says sneaker servers starter. That's the specifications of my actual server. Then we have a few options here. We have monthly, quarterly, and semi-annually. Obviously you can save percentages with selecting different types of plans. However, do not worry if you guys are looking at the price and you want to get it lower. We actually have a discount code that I'm going to show you in just a second, but I'm going to hit monthly, and then I can go ahead and configure the operating system. So if we hit this, I can go ahead and choose Windows Server 2012 R2 or Windows Server 2016. Now the Windows Server 2016 will have Windows 10, the Windows Server 2012 will have Windows 8. And for location, we have a bunch of options here. We have Singapore, London, UK, Los Angeles, California, VA, NY/NJ, and then Chicago, IO. Now one thing to note, the first three options here, Chicago, NY, and VA, are very good for sneaker stores and Supremes. If you guys are using this for botting purposes, I would stick to the top three. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to hit NY. And then for your network port, you can go ahead and choose. You have 1 gig or 10 gig, but I'm going to stick to 1 gig for this video. And then you have additional services. You can add an extra 10 gig or 20 gig. It is completely up to you, but I'm not going to hit any additional services for this video. And then you have a breakdown of all the pricing here. So obviously you have the starter server. I've gone ahead and shows no extra services here. That's why it hasn't contributed towards the price, and it tells me that for a monthly fee of $60 it's going to be recurring, and then my setup fee is 0 because I'm going to do it myself, and the total due today is 60 USD. So I can hit the continue button, or I can hit this button if I have any further questions before you make the purchase. However, I am pretty confident in my package, so I'm going to hit the continue button here. Then it's going to load to review plus checkout. Once again, it shows you the product that you've gone ahead and selected. If you've gone ahead and hit any extras in here, then obviously it will appear here. You can hit the edit button to go back and select something, or you can hit the remove button if you want to remove it from your cart. Now for the promotion part, you can go ahead and put in code COPSupply for a discount on your order. So if you hit validate code here and give it a second, as you guys can see, it goes from $60 to $51, so you're literally saving $9 for absolutely free, which is 50% of the actual price by simply just typing in COPSupply. So be sure to use code COPSupply at checkout. Now when it comes to billing details, you have two options. If you're an existing customer, you can go ahead and hit this and put in your email and password. However, in this case, I'm a new customer, so I'm going to go ahead and fill all this out. So it is pretty standard information. It's your first name, last name, email, phone number. Your billing address is your company name, which is optional. Your street address to city, state, postcode, and country. And then for your account security, you go ahead and put your password in there, and then you have to go ahead and confirm your password as well. Alternatively, you can actually hit the generate password button if you want to go ahead and generate a password. So when you hit the generate password button, this box pops up, and you can go ahead and configure the length of the password by simply typing it in. If I were to change this to 9, for example, and then click generate new password, as you guys can see, it goes shortened down to 9 password length, and then the generated password comes here. You can also copy to clipboard if you wish, wish, or you can copy the clipboard and insert, and it will go ahead and insert for you, and it actually shows the strength of the password there as well. And then below that you have the payment method. If you want to pay for Stripe, you can do that. If you want to pay with PayPal, you can do that, and obviously this would change as well. So if you hit Stripe, obviously the card details come back. And then you have the mailing list. If you wish to join that, you can go ahead and turn it off and on if you wish. And then you have to make sure to hit this box, which is I have read and agreed to the terms of service. If you guys want to check out the terms of service, hit this hyperlink here and go check it out. I've gone ahead and filled out all my information here. I have the promo code activated, and I can go ahead and hit the checkout button. It's going to wait a second. Now, as you guys can see, my order has been placed. I've blurred out the order number for this, but it has been placed, and it says if you have any questions about your order, please open a support ticket from your client area and quote your order number. Then I can go ahead and hit the continue to client area button. If I hit this, it will go ahead and take me to my dashboard, and as you guys can see, everything is here to view. So the next thing I've gone ahead and done is refer to the email I put down in the checkout process. So I've gone to the email, and these are the emails I've gone ahead and received. So I've got the 10x website login notification, the customer invoice, the order confirmation, the invoice payment confirmation, and then the server details email. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up. As you guys can see, it says my name up there, then the login details. So to go ahead and access this, you want to go ahead and boot up remote desktop connection on your PC. So you're going to go ahead and type in remote desktop connection, give it a second. Then I'm going to go ahead and put the IP in here, and then the username and password they've gone ahead and give me. So the username is administrator and the password is here. Everything will be in your email, so be sure to refer to your email and go ahead and put in all the details. Hit OK, click yes, give it a second. And then as you guys can see, if I go to my little tab here, the server is ready to go. So like we customized, it is the Windows Server 2016, and we are ready to go with everything. So let's go ahead and navigate over to Google Chrome here, and I'm going to go ahead and install NSB on my server. So we can go ahead and go through installation process and show that bots actually work on a server. Now, if you guys remember when we broke down the pricing plans for servers, it said unlimited bandwidth, and that essentially means that you're going to get very good internet connection speeds, which is one of the advantages of using VPS servers. So if I go to a speedtest.net website here, if I hit go, as you guys can see, it's going to show my speeds. So my ping is 1 millisecond, my download is touching 1 gigabyte. These are some insane speeds that's going to aid me during my checkout process. So if we wait for the upload here, let's just wait for download to finish finalizing. So the final number should be 946.03, which is amazing, and the upload is very similar as well. So the final speed was the ping as 1 millisecond, the download was 946.03, and the upload was 948.07, which are insane speeds that are going to aid you when you're going ahead and botting on this server. And what we actually can do is type in cmd here, go to command prompt, and then what we can actually do is do ping kif.com. This is just a random website that is included within Bar when you go for certain sites. So we actually ping the website here. As you guys can see, the speeds are there for you to check out, and this is way faster than using your local PC, which is one of the advantages of using VPS servers. So next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is install NSB, so I can go ahead and show you how to use a bot on a server. So I have the download exe here. Obviously you guys can refer to your emails to get this download, but I'm going to go ahead and double click into it, hit run, and go through the installation process. Give this a second to go ahead and install. Over here is asking for my license key and my activation token, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in here. Give me 1 moment to go ahead and do that. Then I'll hit the activate button, and when I hit activate, it goes ahead and pops up the bot. Give it a second, and as you guys can see, NSB is ready to go. So what I'm actually going to go ahead and do is go to the proxy section and add some proxies here. So I'm going to hit add proxy list. For this video, I'm going to call it video test, and go ahead and put some proxies in here. So I'm going to grab 2 proxies, bang them in here. They're actually blurred out for this video, but they are there. I'm going to hit latency check, and as you guys can see, they're valid 140 milliseconds, 692 milliseconds. Hit submit here. Then we have the proxy list created called video test. The number of proxies is 2. The date created is obviously the date recording this video, which is June 20th. Now to conclude this video, I'm going to go ahead and break down some reasons as to why you should be using VPS servers when it comes to botting releases. There's a bunch of reasons. I'm going to break down the first few. So in this video, you saw the amazing internet speeds that you get with the server. You get a low ping, 1 millisecond, in some cases 0 milliseconds. You have a download which reaches nearly 950, nearly a gigabyte, and the same with upload. So your speeds in terms of your internet connection are not limited with your home broadband, because these servers are extremely fast, which is going to aid you when you're checking out these items. The second thing is that this is in an actual remote desktop window. So if I were to hit this, as you guys can see, this is a window. I can still have access to my home PC. I could have a bot run up over here, and I could scale this down just to umbrella it over here and basically monitor my server on that bot whilst I'm running another bot here as well. So this allows me to basically utilize multiple bots at once, going through the same shoe, going for the same release, and that will contribute towards my success. And the final reason that I'm going to cover here, you're not completely relying on your home PC. So let's put aside network connections for a second. Let's say you have the exact same speed as you're getting within a server. Your PC is going to be limited, your RAM's limited, so is your CPU and everything within your PC. So if you're running multiple bots on your PC, it's going to slow down, overall affecting your performance. So if you go ahead and segregate it, so you have one bot on your server and then you have one bot on your PC, that segregation is going to allow your computer to go ahead and focus all its resources on the bot on your actual PC, and then the server will go ahead and focus all its resources on the bot on the actual server. So that is going to conclude my overview on how to set up a VPS server at Cop Supply.